Every morning in Africa, the gazelle wakes up and it knows that it must outrun the lion, else it will be eaten. Likewise, every morning in Africa, the lion wakes up and it knows that it must outrun the slowest gazelle or it will starve. Leads me to talking to you guys about today's conversation, the reality of a competitive world. Hunt or be hunted. The reality of a competitive world. Hunt or be hunted. Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Moses B. Arthur. So the bigger question is, are you the gazelle or you are the lion? Are you the gazelle that has to wake up every single morning and make sure that it runs very fast from the hungry lion, else it becomes the lion's prey? Or you are the lion who wakes up and knows that if you do not outrun the slowest gazelle, you will starve to death. Our world is a world of competitive survival. At the end of the day, you are either hunting or you are being hunted. Whether you like it or not, we live in a very competitive world. And so today's teaching, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the reality of a competitive world. Hunt or be hunted. There's no two ways about it. You either hunt or you are being hunted. And so I want you to stick and stay, get some popcorn, get some juice, and just stick and stay and follow through the conversation. Now, guys, it is super, super important for you to understand that life is game. Life is a game. And life itself, aside it being a game, is a battle. In the local Akan parlance, they say that obra or kon, obra eyokon. Life is a fight. It's a war. Like every day you wake up and you are going for war. Life is literally like that. It's a battle. You are either the guy who is showing up as Perseus, or you are either the guy who is showing up as Achilles to fight, or you are the guy who is being defeated at the end of the day. For those of you that do not know who Perseus is, go watch Wrath of the Titans or Clash of the Titans. You will know who Perseus is. And Achilles, of course, the blockbuster movie Troy, which was made in 2004. Amazing movie by all standards. With all his strength, his weakness was in his heels. That's why you hear things like Achilles heels. So that's just by the way. Life in itself is a game. And whether you like it or not, you are playing a part of it or you are being played in it. I take it again. Whether you are conscious of it or not, you are playing a part in it or you are being played in it. And so it's important for you to understand that if you want to have an edge in a competitive world, remember that I said you are either hunting or you are being hunted. You do not want to be the guy who is being hunted. Like you do not want to be the gazelle that the lion is going after to make sure that he gets him for dinner. So what are some of the things that you are supposed to imbibe? What are some of the qualities that you are supposed to have so that you do not become the prey for the lion? One of them is for you to be proactive and not reactive to stuff. A lot of young people do not have their emotions and stuff and life in check. So when a situation happens, the first response is to react and not be proactive. Proactiveness means that you are basically looking at the tenets of how things are going around you and looking at anticipating the challenges and the problems that are happening around you and finding solutions and ways to them. It is very, very important. So one of the ways by which you stay on top of the game, one of the ways by which you become the lion who is going after the gazelle and not the gazelle that is being eaten by the lion, is to be very proactive. The next way by which you stay on top of your game and become the hunter who goes out hunting is for you to be resilient. Now, resilience is something that comes out very, very strong when you are in our part of the world. So I started off by saying the narrative of Africa and the gazelle and the lion. In our part of the world, in Ashanti parlance again, we say "Eniadeni patapa." If you are not aggressive towards life and you do not have a certain strong footing, life will just happen to you and you'd end up being the gazelle that was eaten by the lion. And so just by this again, just recording this, it just clicked on my mind that if you think about it in its holistic expanse, there are basically two categories of people in this world. Those who are in the gazelle category and those who are in the lion category. That's to say that those who are the gazelle who wake up knowing very well that they must run away from the lion, else they'll be eaten, survival. And those who are the lions who wake up knowing very well that they must outrun the slowest gazelle so that they find food, else they will starve. So it's literally a competitive world. You choose and decide by reason of whatever thing you're doing and how well you want to do it and how big you want to play, to decide very well if you are being the gazelle or the lion. And so being resilient is super important. One of the things that helps you to be very resilient amidst the face of challenges is to understand your whys. And I'm sure a couple of you have seen a video of me with a gallon on my head while I was walking through the farm. And every time I've had the opportunity to share this story, I say that on that faithful day, I was terribly ill. I was not feeling well. My head was aching. I had just been diagnosed of malaria, yet work needed to be done, because at the end of the day, if you've ever taken time off to go into farming before, you know how sensitive certain things are. So work needed to be done, and at the end of the day, I cannot sit aloof and say that I'm not going to do the thing. I could have given all the reasons that my head was aching, but there was this burning desire, there was this burning why, there was this burning thing that just made me know, you need to be resilient, you need to be tough, and you need to keep pushing. And so it's important for you to understand that in a world of competitive and clear competition, if you want to have a competitive advantage and if you want to have a competitive edge such that you are the hunter going out there every day to hunt to get a prey, then you do not just need to be proactive, you need to be very resilient. Again, another thing that you need to master if you want to have an edge in this competitive world of ours is you need to be adaptable. And for me, throughout my It Shall Never Be War with Poverty tour this year, I've been telling the students something. It's the fact that as we speak now, it is not just a recession that is about laying people off or people not even getting their jobs. I started off by speaking and referencing Africa. If you are in Africa, you already know about the high unemployment rates. If you are in Ghana, you already know about our unemployment rates. If you are in Nigeria, you already know that every day, Oga, survival is a game of chance for you people. So you understand the nitty-gritties already. Then to wake up and know that people are literally losing their jobs because of an introduction of what we call AI, artificial intelligence. Today, as I speak to you now, I have been able to teach people in my community a course that they wake up and by reason of AI or by reason of the AI tool called Flicky are able to write a script. The script, they put it into the platform called Flicky. Flicky generates the videos, and Flicky actually does the voiceover for them. What does it mean if you wake up and then your entire living is off voiceover? So you're a voiceover artist. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Flicky has come for your job. I can write a script and give it to Flicky, and Flicky will speak, and it will sound so foreign, and you're out of a job. So you need to be adaptable in the marketplace. You need to be adaptable in this world. It is super important. You do not want to be the guy that is fixed at what you are doing. You do not want to be the guy that says that, oh, even though AI is coming, I know AI can never do the job of a human being, so it will not take over my job. But what you are failing to see is that world superpowers and global company players are slashing off work because now they wake up and they input a command, and an artificial intelligence platform is doing what they probably were hiring 1,000 people to do. So it's important for you to understand the place of being adaptable and being malleable in a competitive world. Now, in a competitive world as we have it, hunt or being hunted, one of the things you need to understand when it comes to such a world is environment. In the sense that, remember I spoke about the gazelle and I spoke about the lion. The lion and the gazelle play in a certain environment. It's called the forest. You will not wake up and then be in Stain City and wake up and see a lion running after a gazelle. Stain City is a city in South Africa. Beautiful place, phenomenal place. The owner is called Do Steyn. You can actually take time of DOWSTEYN. You can take time off and go Google him, search him out. Stain City, amazing place in South Africa. You'll never wake up to seeing a lion going after a gazelle in South Africa, Stain City. No, you probably have to be in some forest, visit the Nairobi Park or something before you get to meet such places, which means that in a competitive world as we have it, the kind of environment you are playing in determines how much you get to make or how much you get to eat at the end of the day as a hunter, how much animals you get to catch or get a chance to fire at. And so as a hunter, as one who is doing life, what environment are you playing in? You do not want to tell me that you want to hunt a gazelle and the place you are looking for hunting the gazelle is probably the butterfly garden in Dubai. You never meet a gazelle there, you understand? So, or the miracle garden where you're seeing all flowers and everything. It does not happen. You need to go to the environment that has gazelles there so that you can get the results that you are looking for. What then does it mean? We live in a world today where environment by far affects your success. For loads of you watching this content today, you do not have the muscle and financial pool to move from one environment to the other, because you're probably, for all you know, you are watching me and you want to be in the US, but you do not have the muscle to go through all the processes that you're supposed to go through. Believe me, guys, I came with good news. You can be in Ghana and you can be located digitally in a better environment that makes you win and get better prospects. I am here in Ghana recording to you from the studios, but I have businesses that are set up that makes me earn in foreign currency. So you can be in Ghana and make sure that you are earning in a higher economic power. One of them, obviously, is the foreign exchange market, where you get the opportunity to print money at the comfort of your home, but not outside of learning. And so it leads me to talking about the last thing you need to know in a competitive environment like our world, is the fact that you need to make sure that you are learning. You are not just adapting to the things that are happening around you, but you are upgrading your knowledge base. It is super, super, super important. The way the world is moving and the way things are going, if you wake up and you choose and decide that you are not going to upgrade your knowledge, you will be completely lost. You will be absolutely completely lost. Just a couple of weeks back, I was having a conversation with a friend, and I copied something from my MacBook. And when I copied it, I was now going to send the thing through my email so that because my phone is connected to my mail, I'll get it. The person said, no. Don't you know that when you copy something from your MacBook, you can paste it directly on your phone? I said, it's a lie. He said, try it. So I copied something from my MacBook and I pasted it on my phone and it came. And now I copied something from my phone and I pasted it on my MacBook and it comes. And I'm like, hey, information will be say. And I didn't know this, you understand? So the world is moving at such a fast rate that you want to make sure that you are being intentional to be international. You are being intentional to position yourself out there in such a competitive world, so that as a hunter, you get to make sure that you are hitting your targets, or at least you get the opportunity to fire shots at an animal or your prey. It's super, 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 super important. So do not downplay and undermine the place of learning in this competitive world as we have it. And so I hope that this content has been of a blessing to you. Like, share, comment, share it with somebody, share it with a friend, so that the person understands that they wake up either being the gazelle that will be eaten, or they wake up being the gazelle that escapes the fierceness of a lion. I hope this content blessed you. My name is Moses B. Arthur. Love and light. Cheers, guys.